Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Artsy. So it's been a while since I filmed a video, but today we are going to talk about how I'm doing with art this year, what my plans are. If you've been following me for a bit, you know that I used to draw daily for a year long, and before that I also did a daily drawing challenge. But now as 2025 has started, I'm doing something new. So I want to start painting and drawing and creating art with intention again. So that's what we're doing today. I grabbed my painting stuff and some random cardboard I found as a canvas to paint on. Because what I've been noticing with me drawing the past year in 2024 is that I sometimes did draw something that creates something that I really enjoyed and I really was proud of what I made. But a lot of the things I made were just some random sketches, and I was not going out of my comfort zone. So today I'm actually painting. I love painting and I just haven't done it in a while. So for this year I just wanted to do more with intention. And today's intention is painting with acrylics again. It's gonna be a really small one because I wanted to get more precise in my brush strokes. It's oftentimes thought that painting bigger is harder because there's more area to cover. But what I find is that the smaller you go, the harder the painting gets, especially with acrylics. And it depends on the type of brushes you have, of course. But the thing is, with acrylics, when you have a smaller brush, there's a lot less precise movement you can get out of it. When you make big strokes, big drawings with a big brush, you just get so much more movement into your art. And what I find with painting small is that is just much harder. So I'm covering a bit of the first layer here with some gesso, some white paint as a good base layer for what I'm going to make. And I'm just going to make a portrait. And as you can see, there's no pencil involved in my painting. That is something that I despise working with. When I paint, I love to just go with acrylics from the start. So I also sketch what I'm going to make in acrylics. And today we're just doing a simple portrait. And I just kind of go with the flow, see what I think suits best. So you can see here, I do have a reference out, and I have a little aluminium foil as a palette because it's just way easier to clean. And I'm using only red paint, more magenta-ish red, and a vibrant blue and a vibrant yellow. And then what I also use in a mix is some kind of neon pink paint, as you can see. I love the vibrancy that the neon pink gives, so I kind of mix that into some reds. And as you can see, I've used it a lot, so I really need to try hard to get some out. And I've painted for about 10 minutes here, 15 minutes maybe, and I've already gotten my hands dirty. I decided that this video, I just wanted to be more of a quick painting process. The real painting process took about an hour, even though it was this small. But I really did enjoy it. It moved me out of my comfort zone, and that is also what I was looking for. Yeah, so the thing that I do with acrylics is I start out with big shapes and then move on into tinier shapes. But you can see along this whole process that I'm still learning, and there's still things I can improve. And improving is one of my big intentions this year. So I have many ideas on what I want to do, what I want to get better at, different styles I want to try out. Because the thing is with me, I can get maybe frustrated a little bit when I try something new and it doesn't work out the way I want. But I need to remind myself always of like the artist gap. And the artist gap is that your inspiration, your taste in art, what you like to see, often lies way higher than your actual level in art. And I feel like that's also the case for me. Something like with markers, drawing with alcohol markers, I've achieved my taste in what level I wanted to reach. But now I can also see that my taste is expanding and broadening, and there are more things I want to try out, even with alcohol markers. And sometimes it's hard when you draw, because then it feels like you've set the bar higher than you can actually achieve. But I think it's much more better for you if there is this kind of zone where you can develop in. If you just stay in your comfort zone the whole time with nothing that tries to get you out of your comfort zone, you'll never improve. So what I kind of loved about this is, even though I haven't painted in so long, and that I was questioning like, oh, what did 16-year-old me, who painted much more than I do now, what did 16-year-old me that I don't have now, that I missed this kind of skill in painting. And then I realized it's just doing it, it's just practicing it, it's continuing to make mistakes in what you do, and of them improving. So yeah, this was one of the first kind of things I'm doing with intention. I'm also creating more like big pieces, so if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen some drawings pass by this year. But it's toned down quite a bit. Like the frequency in which I'm drawing. Like since 2025 started, and there wasn't this urge anymore, this need to draw every day. It slips out of your hands so easily. And I don't know what I think of that yet. If maybe I want to draw more, maybe force myself to start drawing more, like I kind of did last year, or if I wanted to see it more freely, to only create with intention. But then there also comes the days where you just want to draw with no intention and just want to scribble some things. So what I'm trying now is drawing with intention at least like every week. But as I've laid down that expectation for myself, I can see that I kind of let the scribbly pieces be, and don't even start making things not with intention. And I've kind of been missing that. So it's a battle between what do I want to do and what do I need to do to contain this love for art. Because even though there is passion and there is love always within me for drawing, for painting, for creating, I feel like I've always had to push myself to do it. And I'm hoping to find a balance in between finding moments where I actually want to do it, because there is this need within me to express, to create, but also that balance between you are going to do this now, even if you don't have the motivation, even if you don't have the inspiration, you're going to do this now because you want to, even though it doesn't feel like it. You're going to do it. Because what I find out in the end, when I'm busy with the drawing, I'm actually enjoying it. Maybe not at the start, maybe not when I'm struggling, but when you've created something, you enjoy it. It's a lot like any other art form, to be honest. Like writing, the accomplishment of writing comes maybe when you've written that piece or you've written that book. And then you can see from, wow, I did that. I had to go through like many hardships, but I came there in the end, you know? And sometimes with art, that's hard, because you don't really know when it ends. When is my creation finished? So that's also something I really want to learn better. But yeah, so this is kind of how I'm seeing art this year, and there are many different styles I want to try out. Lately, I've been trying to work also with line art, just traditional line art with ink, and if I tell you it's hard, I mean it's hard, and that's just because I haven't practiced enough. But I'm really excited to do so, even though it does get frustrating. And it's really cool to see that I can find this frustration in something that I love. Because sometimes my mind thinks that if there's something you love, you gotta love it constantly, and it should be easy and enjoy it like every bit on the way. But that's really not how it is in reality. Even when painting this portrait, I had moments where I thought, like, where is this going to? And I might not be happiest with the end result. I might had like different expectations in the beginning, or like different like envisions of what it was gonna look like. But with art, it's just not that way. It's what your hands create at that moment, at that time. And I'm kind of happy seeing it. And what I like about creating with intention is that when I look back at the pieces I make now, I can see like, wow, I had some kind of feeling with this, some intention of what I wanted to achieve, not only what I wanted to create. And with every piece you make, you get a little bit closer to your goals. And yeah, there are many goals I have, and maybe I'll share them more in depth another time. But I love that I'm just trying out new things, and that's something I want to encourage to you too. Like, find the balance between enjoying and doing what you love and where you feel comfortable in, but also trying new things that frustrate you. I feel like that's something you can learn so much from. Just that moment of frustration when things aren't working out. And it's one of the feelings I hate most, I tell you. But there is something beautiful in it, something that can help you grow and help you improve. Even though improving isn't always the most important thing, and you should always keep enjoying and doing what you love. You gotta find the balance. And maybe if there is a moment, is a time period where you think, no, I don't want to improve. I just want to create and not care about what it is, how it's gonna look like. I feel like that is also an intention. So creating without intention could also be one of your intentions, and maybe that will be one for a piece of mine. But here, my intention was painting on a smaller canvas with acrylics. And maybe you can also see, but the portrait is almost finished, and there's a lot of paint left over on my palette. But it went to use. I put it on the rest of the canvas to like kind of serve as a background for a new piece, so it doesn't go to waste. And here's my final piece, and even though maybe it's not what I envisioned, I'm really proud of it, and I'm happy how it turned out. So I really advise to you to like go explore, go set intentions for the goals you want to achieve. And that was all for today. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I can see you back another time. And for now, bye bye.